Oh no, I'm not.
You're not gonna do that, okay?
Okay. You want me to look at Ice Cube? Or just what? Who am I looking at?
I don't know. Make sure we live. I meant to share, but I ain't got my fucking phone.
No, I can't look at myself all day. I mean, you know.
Look like you're doing it right now. God damn. Okay, we in the game. Here we go. We good? Yes. Welcome to Practical Smokers. Okay, apparently we good now. God damn, this nigga got his own surround sound.
Surround sound.
I just want to make sure we can hear each other.
Welcome to Practical Smokers, where we light up in the latest in cigar lifestyle and culture, while also providing a healthy dose of humor and news. Whether you're a seasoned smoker or new to the world of cigars, don't worry, we got you covered. I'm your host, Cole Parker, with my favorite fellow practical smoker, Jay Money.
What's up, people? How y'all doing? It's your boy Jay Money. You know, I was trying to get a tan, but man, I've been sitting up under this money tree all day long, man. You just don't know.
Not the money tree.
The money tree, man.
Nigga, as long as you don't start singing "Rain Down on Me,"
Nah.
SWV, we okay.
Nah, we good.
You already tried to make me smoke a purple Peter eater.
It was Peter. He did say. I'm sorry, my bad.
And our new guest for the day is better known as Ree,
That's right.
and only known today as Ree.
I'm Ree.
Ree today.
Yes, I'm
Ree
Ree.
here with us.
Yeah.
Today, y'all, we got a great topic. We talking about Kiki's booty cheeks. So for
Yes.
those who don't know, there's been some talk on social media regarding relatively just double standards and gender roles and gender reversal roles and things like that.
Yeah.
So we're going to delve into a few.
Okay.
Right?
And if you don't know, please get up under that rock that you under. Please crawl up from under that rock.
Right, because you're definitely deep. You under the deep now.
Yes.
Right?
Hibernating.
Not hibernating, Jesus. But as we progress through this, I personally didn't have a problem with Kiki's booty cheeks. You know, new to motherhood, you know, she's excited about being a mama. I saw her body, she still looked like Akilah and the Bee up until about a year ago. So the baby done hooked her up.
Can we not even talk about Keela and the Bee, please?
I mean, she still had the same like young girl shape.
Yeah, but I just...
That made you feel some type of way?
Yeah, I guess because I had my girls watching it
Recently.
Yeah,
You know it's a fake story, right?
It never happened.
It never fucking happened.
well, they
That's
don't.
why I hate the movie.
Well, I'm glad they ain't on Facebook because they don't know that. I'm trying to inspire black girls all across the nation.
That's why I hate the
It's
movie.
inspiring, but it's a lie.
Right.
It's not the truth.
It's definitely
You mean to tell me she don't know how to speak?
that is correct. Ain't that shit terrible?
Bitch don't know how to spell.
She was
Jesus
not
Christ.
double dutching in the hood, and they was reading words off to her. No, it didn't happen. It's a lie.
I'm trying to figure out this light thing, see if I can change it while we own it.
Hey, brother, I think the lighting is great, man.
You think it's great? Leave
Don't
the fuck
even
alone?
touch it, man.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
Please.
leave the fuck alone.
Thank you.
I was looking at myself in the camera for a reason.
Okay.
The lighting was just, I was just saying.
You feel like you got a glow?
Got a
up?
glow?
I was doing it, but you know.
Okay, so let's
You
address
got
that.
that glow.
So let's address that first, right? So, in the world of social media, I posted a meme in my I Don't Give a Fuck group.
What up? I don't give a
Oh
fuck.
yeah, what's up, my people? And make sure that they tune in. Those who are here. It was a meme that had Chance the Rapper, who's a married rapper who was in Trinidad or somewhere during Carnival, kind of dancing with a woman, right? Let me tell you, black women Twitter, black women Facebook, black women IG went after his ass.
Crazy.
You a whole married motherfucker. How the hell you out here grinding on with
Yeah,
your
black
damn,
son of a bitch.
with your damn bodyguard in the background?
Yeah.
All y'all doing.
Holding you up like it's 1999.
And then on the other side,
Mm-hmm.
I understand he did go light skinned. He went pretty light skinned, but Kiki's Palmer's baby daddy said, "How you gonna have this outfit with your ass out? You a whole mama."
Yes.
Well, women was like, "Oh, she can wear what she want to wear. She got this new body. She got blah 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 blah."
Do
blah.
you, boo?
You ain't even married. Stay in your lane.
Yeah, exactly.
So that brought up a conversation. Are there gender-based double standards that we as a society need to do better with because we're just allowing it all? So in your opinion, can we call you Dr. Reed? You Dr. Reed for the day?
I could be Dr.
Dr. Reed. Let's do that. 'Cause
That
Reed just
is
don't
true.
sound like enough.
Yeah, I like Dr. Reed.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
So Dr. Reed, in your opinion, you know, someone who is he definitely has masculine mindset at times. That's a nice way to say it.
Okay.
Do we agree?
Yeah.
That was a nice way to say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm a whole girl though.
Yup, you're 100%
Yeah.
whole girl.
Yes.
But there are times you do have masculine mindset.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you think about the double standard of it? And first of all, what do you think about Keke Palmer and her outfit?
Okay, so we'll start with Keke.
Let's run that.
I think Keke was cool.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? No, that's her body.
Okay.
You
Even
know what I'm
grinding and everything on Usher. There
Okay.
go my.
Okay. All right. So at the end of the day,
Okay.
Okay.
Usher, right?
It
Yeah.
is Usher.
He doing great concerts in Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah.
The show is amazing.
Mhm.
Okay. Who the hell ain't gonna grind up on Usher on that stage?
I definitely not. But
I mean, I'm talking about female. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Or
Coming
anybody
out
who
there.
likes men.
Yes.
Yeah.
You in your zone. You get on the stage. You know what I'm saying? Think
Right.
about it. It's just like you turn the camera on. Motherfucker think somebody looking at them. Oh, they getting their mode. So she's on stage.
Uh-huh.
That's probably the most people that's ever seen her ass on stage at one time. And it's Usher. Hell yeah, she grinding. And ain't nothing wrong with it.
I agree.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
But how about
So-
the outfit?
There was nothing wrong with her outfit.
Okay.
Let her wear what she wants to wear.
Okay.
She ain't hurting nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I look at this. Okay, so I saw on the 4th of July. What's her name? Coco. Ice T wife, right?
Right.
So she did a little bikini thing. Everybody's like, oh, but you a mama. So
Right.
his comment was, well, stop following her page.
Right.
If
right.
you don't want to see it, don't look at it. But
Yeah.
what you can't do is tell a person what to wear. And in different cultures, that's how they wear it anyways. I don't know why we be acting like, oh, that's inappropriate. Is it inappropriate because she's a mother? Is it inappropriate because she's a woman? Is it inappropriate because she's black? Like, at the end of the day, what's the problem?
Okay.
Right.
So
What's the problem? What she
okay.
got on,
So
you know?
just to interject on that, right? Do you feel that the significant other should have any say so, or fuck it, you take what you get because you already knew who you married?
Well, they're not married, right?
What know that you're together,
Okay.
Right.
but they live together.
Okay.
They got a child together.
All right.
They
so-
playing house.
They
Okay.
definitely.
Oh, they playing house, which is that's on them too, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So we can celebrate them having a baby out of wedlock,
Okay.
but we're going to trip because she is showing her body on stage with Usher.
Right.
Doesn't work like that. So that's
Okay.
a double standard in itself.
Okay.
I agree.
okay.
Relationships define themselves. If that brother got a problem with what she got on, talk to your girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't front her to nobody. You talk to the person that you're with. Explain yourself and your disposition. And if you know she can agree to disagree or whatever, but you don't clown her on motherfucking social media.
So
you know what I'm saying?
is
Yeah.
that outfit though? You're a mom. You think that was a clown, or you think it was just a light skin sensitivity?
No, he was clowning her.
He was clowning.
He was
Ooh.
clowning her, and then he was
Okay.
attempting to show his power. Like, I'm her dude, and whatever. I think they've had this conversation before about something else, maybe closely related to that.
Mm-hmm.
And he probably had that, oh, well, you should, this type of thing. And then her being the strong woman that she is, she like, whatever, I'm going to do what I want to do.
Well, okay. So what
what
make
I'm
you think they've had a conversation similar
Oh, they
to this
had
before?
to. They had to.
Well, I feel I agree with you on that. You know, I kind of did
I mean,
a little.
just the comment itself lets me know the way he said it.
Yeah.
That he has said something to her before about something, maybe
Right.
in passing,
Right.
or around other people.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? They ain't never really had no pillow talk. They got together and had a baby. That's pretty much how they
Well,
relationship was
shit.
going
Yeah.
There was a pillow somewhere.
It
on.
def-
But they won't talk.
Okay. There's a pillow somewhere.
They won't talk. I
Right,
mean,
right.
that's a classic example of two people getting together that don't know one another.
Copy that.
I agree.
They
You
got
know,
together and had a baby. Real talk.
I did a little research on this dude. What's his name? Darius Jackson. You know, and I saw his background.
Uh-huh.
He's his mom's. Well, he's Panamanian American.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, so when you talk about people from the islands or Central America or things of that nature, and just this is generally speaking, it's not saying all people. If you know people from those regions, you know how some men are, in the sense of how they feel about their securities or lack thereof.
Right.
Yes, they're
And-
insecure.
Exactly, and so it kind of fitted the mold, in my opinion.
So is it that he's insecure, or is the culture that women just don't do that shit
You know what?
with they
A
men? So
little
that's
bit
two
of
different
both.
things.
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think the insecurity comes in that you're with a star, a person that's exposed to the media and all that at all times, right? And then your culture. So you like a woman that may be sexy in the club or showing her body, but that ain't the woman that you will have children with. That ain't the woman that you will
Not on
be
purpose, at least.
Not on purpose.
See, I'm different. I'm different.
Okay.
Because I feel like the way I met you and how I met you
It's how I want you.
is how I want you.
That's right.
Right? So if I met you and you had on something that was maybe a little revealing or whatever the case may be, and we liked it, I'm not going to trip if I see you if you're going to go out. You know, there's going to always be some discussions, but I'm not going to trip, and I ain't tripping another dude looking at you because I'm not insecure.
Okay.
You know.
But it's more the insecurity, right? Sometimes just diehard respect on how you look at things. If your mom is,
I think we
read here. So is it a refresh thing there?
I think that is off.
What, the camera?
No, the actual power thing, the actual internet.
You think it went off?
It's not showing anything right now.
Okay. If you can hear us, or see us, type in yes. If you can hear us or see us, say yes.
No, this thing's off.
How did it cut off? Or did it go to sleep? Look like it's on.
Oh, it's on.
Right. So it just probably.
Connection is very good.
Okay, can you see us and hear us, Kristen? Oh yes, they can see us and hear us still. Thank you. Sorry about that, y'all.
Sorry. Yeah, we just want to make sure.
Right.
We've had a lot of technical difficulties
Okay.
going.
Right.
So we just want to make
Get
sure
through
we Gucci.
We want to get through it.
Yeah.
So I feel that there are different people who enjoy different things from their mate.
Yes.
Right. Also, your background. Is your mom more of a like Southern mom, Susie homemaker, wear moo-moos all day?
We got a lot of
But we still do it out the volume, right?
No, man, it did it on its own. That's my fault.
Okay, it's not a problem. So if that's what you're used to in women, it may be hard for you to transition to a woman who expresses independence in her everyday wear, how she presents herself, and things like that. Me personally, I wouldn't have been mad at it, especially if mine like Usher, then shit, that's who you like.
Right.
Could be
You know
her
what
baby
I'm
daddy.
saying?
I mean, at the end of the day,
I'm just make
Hey.
I would be like, it's cool. But I also feel like too many motherfuckers and too many people business, right?
I agree.
So I think that he didn't handle it appropriately by going on social media
that's what
saying
I'm saying. He
something.
should have said something to his girl.
But also, I'm an older dude. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
That's not the way I would do it. But now we're in a new generation. These motherfucking 30-year-olds, everything's social media.
That's how they
get on
talk.
social media and kill themselves and shit nowadays.
It's like texting.
You know what I'm saying? It's some regular shit.
It's their counseling sessions. They get on there and tell you about their bad day, then folks chime in and say stuff, and then the rest of their week goes according to the
Right.
comments. That
Correct.
they got.
Correct.
That is true.
You know, so
but that still don't excuse it, man.
it's definitely no excuse for it.
Not at
But
all.
I also don't feel like he should have been drugged through the mud for his opinion.
Why not?
Well, because he didn't drag her through the mud.
But he did.
No, he did. He definitely was out of place. But he wasn't. He didn't. It was a one-liner. ... Finish the one-liner.
And some people start finishing the one liner like,
Well, you know how people
you a
do.
mom, right?
Right. That's what he said.
I think it was the you're a mom thing.
Right. But that's
You know
what he
I'm
thought
saying?
about it.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. Here's the deal, Cole. You could choose your actions, but you can't choose your consequences.
That is correct.
So
That is correct.
he made a statement, and
He got to deal with.
he got to deal with come with it.
Right. So in this case, now we brought the Kiki thing up. The Chance the Rapper.
Yeah. What about it?
He is the celebrity.
Yes, he is.
He is
He has a
celebrity.
fan base.
A-list.
And his
I would say.
bodyguard was with him.
And his body, he was just dancing. He had his dick out.
Yeah.
So why is he drugged through the mud for that?
I don't know.
You like, I would do it to him.
I mean,
It's those
part-
kids.
You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like,
people naked.
I mean, I lived in Louisiana for years, and my first night in New Orleans, I was 17 years old, and I was like, "What the is this?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they getting it.
Right.
Right. Dancing, grinding, and
Right.
go to separate corners.
Right. And they dance with people as they walking down the street.
Exactly.
I mean, like bumping grind.
Yes. I mean, they
Yes.
getting it. Like,
Absolutely.
and they go to separate corners.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They truly party, enjoy. It's nothing personal. We having a good time. You hit a dance floor somewhere near somebody dancing, it's about to happen to you.
Yeah.
Nobody takes it personal.
I agree.
And then in Carnival, I think that culture is even over top on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's what they do. It's truly dancing.
Yeah,
It's
right.
a form of art. He wasn't being disrespectful.
Yeah.
And he was in the right place at the right time.
And in May in Atlanta, on Atlanta Road, they even had a carnival parade.
Yeah, they
you
do
know,
it in
and
Decatur
it's
too,
the same.
right?
It was the same
Same
situation.
thing.
Right. So we
You
have
know.
a viewer who's saying that he shouldn't have been doing that.
Should have been doing what?
Dancing.
Because that's what it
That's
comes
all
down
he
to.
was doing. He was fucking dancing.
He was dancing.
You know, and it goes back to double standards. So on the I don't give a fuck page, I actually put out there and got some double standards.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So we do need a fucking fly swat. It's a fly in here, y'all. This motherfucker's like a resident fly now.
Hey.
Yo,
Okay?
I'm naming that bitch in a minute.
His name about to be ouch. I thought I
Exactly.
So one of the double standards were when a man cheats on a woman,
Well,
the motherfucking bayonets show up. All the women from around the globe. Girlfriend, you ain't need him. He a sorry motherfucker. He this,
Sorry.
that. Yo, the motherfucking man ain't shit. That's why I ain't got one girl. We here for you.
Wow.
But if she cheat on her man,
Because he ain't shit.
He ain't shit.
He ain't shit then.
He ain't shit.
So that's a double standard, right?
Definitely.
It's a double standard that it's okay. But I hate to admit it. This is gonna sound tough, but I'm glad you're here to defend all of them. It's some black women shit.
Yes.
It's some black
cultural.
women shit.
You know why?
No.
why? Please tell
Grandma used
us.
to sit around the table and be like, yes, I know granddaddy out there fucking the neighbor.
Right.
But he pays all the bills.
Right. Now
So
the men ain't paying all the bills.
You know what I'm saying?
So now they don't get the fuck the neighbor.
So back in the day, they was able to take care of multiple families, I guess, because I really don't know what
Right.
they was taking care of, because grandma was still shucking corn and doing all that type of
Right,
shit.
right,
So
right. Shit was
either
still
way,
poor.
still within the motherfucker,
Shit was
right?
still
Right,
poor.
right.
But he brought whatever paycheck it was and put it on the table.
Right.
And in their mind, that
was
justified it was enough. Then as time goes on and women start making their own money or whatever, now, oh, you ain't shit, nigga.
Right.
But this dude over here is doing that, so it's okay for me to do it because you ain't shit.
Right, but
Right?
if you do it, you still ain't
You
shit.
still ain't shit.
Ain't
But-
that
but-
fucked up?
Yeah, because ain't nobody talking about
Because now I'm
Junior.
making my own money, though.
Nah.
Right.
See, before you was taking care of me, so
Right.
I wasn't tripping on you cheat.
Yeah.
Now I'm making my own money. So
Right.
what I need you for? You know
Well-
what I'm saying? I got this other I mean, that's just the double standard of that.
Whether
You
it
know?
was back in the day or now, we still ain't talking about how Junior don't look like his daddy.
Okay, well that's not the double standard. That's something
that's
completely
the,
else.
that's the milkman baby.
Right. My grandmama got 5 of them. But
I mean,
And they all named Junior.
no, but so like that's a double standard,
It
right?
really is.
But it's also a double standard how men do women, right?
Yeah.
As far as like me and this guy had an argument. He was like, women out here dressing like hoes don't want to be treated like hoes. And I'm like, okay, well, Pimp, what's a whole uniform?
Right.
What's a whole uniform?
Right.
What do
Right.
hoes dress like?
What? I get the hoes that I see on Full Industrial. They got high heels,
Yeah.
small tops, and mini skirts.
Right.
Okay.
The ones that they be calling hoes don't be having them outfits
Yeah.
on. Now they be having little wrestling outfits on and shit like that, right? But they ain't got motherfucking high heels, motherfucking crop tops, and
Okay.
motherfucking mini skirts.
Yeah, because Sister
Right.
Johnson is at church fucking everybody. She wearing a white dress every Sunday.
So,
They call them deaconess.
Okay.
but I think that's unfair for people. I think it's unfair to judge that. Now, on the other hand, if your whole crew is hoes, you're gonna be a hoe by association.
Well, they say
Definitely.
birds of a feather.
Right. But even if you're different, you can't be mad that at some point in time somebody gonna be like, I'm gonna try my hand with you because
Because of who you with.
you
what
with
you
you
doing.
with the
Yeah.
hoes.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You know.
It makes sense.
If you with 4 singers and you in the motherfucking group, I'm expecting you to hum.
Yeah.
I agree.
Mike Bivens even got a
Yeah,
verse.
but that's
Don't
human
he?
nature. I don't think that's double. I think that's just human nature.
Okay,
You know what
okay.
I'm saying? That's just human nature. But to look at a person based on what they have on and prejudge them and assume that's some bullshit.
And they do it all the time.
You know, because
Yeah.
a man can walk around with his t-shirt on, tight or whatever, like, oh, look at his body. I mean, because we'll subject y'all too, right?
Oh,
my
definitely.
body is
Definitely.
fine, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
A woman walks in the same way and men be like, oh, they be like, oh, they nasty. Nah, accept your compliments.
Right.
You put it on for a reason.
But see, so
If
that's
you can
another
dish and
thing.
take it. I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
Just don't be calling nobody no hoes
I
and nothing like
agree.
that. I mean, if they looking good, if they, feel
Be
good about
respectful,
their body,
no
be
matter what, be
respectful. That's
respectful.
I
right.
agree.
Be
I agree.
respectful.
All right. What's another double standard? I don't have my phone right now to go through the double standards. They on the paper, but never mind. So if you got a double standard, you're listening. Hit us with one of
I was
those,
in
right?
a double standard that if you a mama, you can't show your butt cheeks.
Oh, that's a double standard.
That's-
That's what it's
Well, then how you think you became a mama?
I'm trying to tell you.
Because somebody.
That's how you became a.
That's what I'm saying.
Somebody was clapping the fuck out them
That's
butt
right.
cheeks.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Them butt,
Yeah. Yeah.
motherfuckers be motherfucking popped open.
Yeah, you celebrate the baby.
Hey, how they do? How they do, bro?
Ain't nobody said, oh, y'all shouldn't be out there having sex and y'all not
Right.
married.
Hey.
Right. What I think
You
is
know what
dumb.
I'm saying?
I
It's
think
just dumb as hell.
Well, I think it's dumb that you gotta be married to have sex. Who the fuck would buy a car without test driving it?
Hey,
Yeah,
and I'm pretty
listen.
sure that's probably some bad shit at one point.
And now
What are we
you're
doing?
in.
Yeah.
Now
Right.
you're
You
in.
stuck.
Oh.
Oh
Oh.
my goodness.
That's the worst.
But the good part, if you're a woman, you can cheat and he gonna be a bastard either way.
Either way it goes.
He ain't shit.
Girl, I understand.
That's some bullshit.
Girl, I understand. That's what
But let me tell you, if he cheating, it could be if a 17 motherfuckers could fit in a Volvo, it'd be 17 niggas in a Volvo headed to wherever he is
well,
with
maybe
his
it ain't
chick.
the fact that he's cheating. Maybe it's the way he's cheating. I don't know.
It's just the
At the end
fact.
of the day, my mother used to always say, 2 wrongs don't make a right.
Right.
Don't come at me with mine if you ain't ready to discuss yours.
Well, like I got into one of my homegirls, right? One of my homegirls, she was like, "Yeah, I'm single again." I'm like, "Okay, well, what's up?" She said, "Yeah, my man was cheating." I said, "The dude that y'all lived in 2 different places and just started dating about 6 months ago? Well, he ain't your man." Well, we said we were in a committed relationship. Well, where's the commitment?
Who said it?
Well, what does it look like? What is
No, what did he say? Because she's saying that they said.
But
at the
even
end of the day,
even
you
if
know,
it was said, one thing about marriage is a contract, right? It's a contractual obligation.
legally binding.
Contractual obligation.
Yeah.
If you move and y'all got y'all names on the same lease, there's some type of contractual obligation
For both
right?
of you.
Both
Yes.
of you.
Right.
Yes.
So how are you committed and there are no contracts?
That's right.
Y'all share a bank account?
Right.
Are you an authorized user? Like how are you? What is it? We're in a committed
And that's
relationship.
hard to do.
What makes it committed?
Committed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you're right. That
Yeah.
makes sense too. Because somebody said my grandmother used to make this statement. She called it much right. Her thing was, if he ain't married, he much right yours as he is mine.
Damn,
He
much
belongs-
right.
Your mama cold blooded, boy. I love it.
He belongs
I love your
to
mama.
nobody at
Much
this
right.
point. Much right. Mine
He
is
much
his.
right
Yeah.
mine as he is yours. You got one of them double standards, bro?
I got a couple of them.
Okay.
You want me to just go from the top to the bottom?
Just do one. You ain't gotta say who, but just say what it is.
Okay. All right. So
Oh,
one.
you can say who. That's cool. One of our viewers.
One of my viewers named Vanessa.
Okay.
She said single men with kids who bash single women with kids.
Well, that's your topic.
That ain't my topic. I don't bash single women.
Me either.
That's a good one though.
But
Yeah.
like,
I
how does that
mean,
look?
okay, so dudes be like, oh, she's this is that.
Oh, like she
out
out
here.
in the club.
Wait, no, not even just that. She's got 3 different baby daddies, right?
Yeah.
And he has 8 different baby mamas.
Right.
But he gonna clown her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because she's a single mother with 3 different baby daddies. But he's good because he's taking care of his 8 kids by 8 different women. Fucking double standard all the time.
Yeah.
So, like,
They clowning all the time.
Yeah, but see,
Yeah.
what's funny, like, I
When
don't
they on
know.
paternity court, they be like, well, she was a hoe. I hit it the first night.
I don't know that in
but
my
he still
world.
got 8 babies.
But both of y'all
8
the hoes
different
then.
women.
Right.
Like both of y'all the hoes.
But
see,
you'll never say
I
that.
understand it now, but that's never would be a double standard for me, right?
Yeah, I get
Now, a double standard like that I know about married dudes. A lot of married dudes be like, look, I could cheat, but she can't.
Yes.
You know,
Right.
That's a fucking double standard,
Yeah.
right? You know, you want
I
to
can
have
go out, but she need to stay at home.
you want to have community dick and committed vagina.
Yes.
At home, you know, that's a
Yeah.
little different. All right, what's another one?
One of our viewers named Nicole said men who complain about women who are too independent and don't need a man, but complain about women being gold diggers and only need them for money and lobster boils.
Okay.
Lobster boils.
Okay. So where I can chime in on that is, if they're the same dude, they're a piece of shit, right?
Yeah.
The problem is they're insecure. Let's go there. If you're gonna complain about both ends of the spectrum, the part in between is where your problem lies.
Yes.
Right.
If you want a woman, if you say a woman's too independent, she don't need no man. She says she do everything on her own, so I don't do nothing. And on the other hand, you find a woman be like, look, pay all my bills. I don't want to do. You tell me what you want me
Yeah.
to do.
You throw her some money, do all that type of shit, but you're not happy either way.
Right.
Then that's you.
That's all your
'Cause-
insecurities.
Yeah, because what else is there?
Right.
Either she gonna get her thing, handle her business, or she's gonna be like, oh, I need.
Right.
Right? I
Right.
mean, what's the...
So the difference between too independent and independent and a woman who handles herself. There are levels to
I
too
know, but I
independent.
think nowadays, if a woman says, I got a career,
Okay.
I'm doing this, I'm doing that, all of a sudden she's labeled as this independent woman that don't need a man.
Right. See, now I'm talking about the women that say,
Yeah.
I don't need a man for nothing.
They just
I got
talking
my
shit, but they
toys to
do.
do so and so. I'll
They
be
do.
like, your toys got arms?
They're lying.
Your toys got arms?
They
How
lie.
are you held?
They lying.
Who holds
Hey,
you?
I mean, just to,
They lying.
hey, at
They-
the end of the day, it got to come up and come back down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
That's what the man is for. That's how you know the moment is there. That's how you know we good. It's got to come up and come back down.
Okay,
At the end of
okay.
the day. You know what I'm saying? Can't no toy do that for you. You know what I'm saying? Can't high five a toy.
Okay,
Hey.
so you might break it.
Hey, I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. And a toy is not the same thing as a teddy bear, you know.
Yeah. I mean, that's It's companionship. It's all those things. You know what I'm saying?
A toy isn't the same as a
I'm saying
teddy
you ain't got to
bear.
know the words. It's just in your heart, right?
Such a hater, man.
That was a good one, but it's terrible on the show. But yeah. What's another one?
All right, so this one of the only guys who had a response.
Okay.
A guy named Derek. He said, "Your wife cheated on you. So what did you do? Hold on.
So what did you do?
That caused her to cheat.
Oh,
What did
so
you
that-
to cause
go
her
back
to
to
cheat?
what, that's actually
Nothing.
Derek is a Virginia State, shout out to V State, classmate of mine. And I saw that message, hence why I poised it a few minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
That when the man cheat, he the sorry son of a bitch. When the woman cheat,
right.
because you married to a sorry son of a bitch. So,
Right,
you know,
right, right.
Yeah.
That's
That-
probably around the same.
That's right, same
Correct.
thing.
But at the end of the day, he did absolutely nothing because adults are going to do what adults going to do.
Pete, let me tell
You
you.
got choices and consequences. If a person cheats on you, it's because they chose to cheat on you. It ain't because you ain't give them no attention. It ain't because your sex life ain't good. It ain't because y'all like, no,
I understand, but I think it's
because
also
there are some people that don't look at sex like that. They
Right.
think a relationship is commitment. They're with a person and they're with them whenever.
but when
forever.
they lack. But
Yeah.
when they lack,
Oh yeah.
when they're lacking is when they look, right?
Are they really looking though?
Well, see, so here's the difference. So when I say they're more accepting, susceptible. God, I got it.
Okay.
Got out this bitch, didn't
All
I?
right.
Yeah, you did.
Not it? Okay.
They're more susceptible to take on that.
Nigga, I was
energy.
like,
I'm talking like you. So they're more susceptible to take that energy.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That compliment, they be like, "Oh, thank you so much." One day, might be like, "You think so?" That shit changed, right?
Yeah.
Depending upon the energy they get at home.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that there aren't people who just motherfucking wayward loins. You know what I'm saying? But there are some people that lacking does put them in a position where they may be,
Yeah.
susceptible
I think that's a small percentage.
I think
I got-
that's the majority.
You think that's the majority?
I really do.
think it's a small percentage. I think adults
You think
gonna
motherfuckers
do,
adult?
they gonna do what
Okay.
they're gonna do.
I got one. It's kind of it does kind of hit me a little hard on this
Okay.
one. It say Tanya said men are rarely held accountable in parenting.
Oh,
So
Not in
for
my
me, I respect that. I agree. For me, I'm a single dad, so I hold myself accountable. And I don't think there's a double standard in that regard. I feel like as a father, you should be held accountable to do your part from a father perspective.
gotcha.
You know.
And I'm gonna be a dickhead.
Go ahead.
You made the fucking decision, right? He could say whatever the fuck he was gonna say.
Right.
You gonna do what the fuck you gonna do.
Correct.
If he say, look, I'm really not ready for kids right now financially, I wish I was in a better situation.
Right.
I do understand that we had sex and we had some slip ups. It was careless.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not in a position right now that I'm ready to be a parent.
Right.
You know what she could say? Whatever the fuck she want.
That's
Right.
right.
I know a dude who wanted to have the child. She went and got a secret situation, abortion.
Yeah. Whatever it was.
That now he's
There's
not
no
a
longer
father.
a baby. Yes. Mm.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that being said, that's a double standard in itself. And when we talk about accountability and parenting, when it comes to men, what I feel is that verbally, your everyday words, no. Men ain't really like, nigga, you still in the club? Don't you got kids? Like, that don't really happen in the men's world.
Yeah.
No man tells another man, man, you a whole dad, you out here frolicking. No dude would ever do that to another dude.
Nah,
right?
not at all.
Never.
Not at all.
Right? But the court system does give accountability.
All day long.
Yes.
The courts is more men that are dealing with custody, child
Wow.
support, thing like that in
Wow.
courts.
Yes.
Then there are women who are on the defendant side.
Correct.
Okay?
Correct.
So with that being said, I do understand what you mean as far as day to day, even a group of friends, Now, but also a lot of my friends are just good dads. It's hard. They're just good dads.
There's a lot of good dads.
It's a
though.
lot of good. Let me tell you, especially in
It's
the black men.
Yes, it's
Oh.
a lot
They
of
give-
good dads.
it just- but I think it may be an influx of them. Like, I'm 50, right?
Yeah.
It may be an influx of good dads because some of us came from fatherless homes.
Yeah. We trying to right wrongs of the past.
So
We trying
like,
to
okay, right. So
not
what could I
repeat
have-
history.
How would I be different if I had a different team or different coach to lead me?
Is that how you look at it though? Like the things you do and being involved in your kid's life is because what you didn't have, you really had that conversation with yourself?
Oh, you have that before you have kids.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
See, I don't
Yeah,
know. I
yeah.
came from,
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Female
Yeah.
2-parent household.
Yes. See,
But before I had
I know
kids,
nothing but mom and dad. Like,
Right.
I didn't,
Yeah.
I had friends that didn't have both parents.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh,
those were most of my friends.
yeah, and it's different at their house than it is at my house. So I
Correct.
had to, in my mind, my mom would always say, "Hey, baby girl, you gonna go in people's house, their daddy ain't there. Like, you're used to certain things
Right.
because you have your dad. So it's hard for me to see that.
Copy.
I didn't have to have that conversation with
Oh
myself.
yeah, I had to have.
me too.
Okay.
You know, at a young age,
You
I
had
was
at
like,
13, 14.
that's what I was just about to say.
I'm gonna do this.
Exactly, because I ain't understand why I couldn't get certain stuff.
Right.
And I'm out here like cutting grass, doing all
Right.
kinds of stuff so I can get the shit I want.
Oh yeah, see that money in my house went to bills.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
see.
So I had to work to my money for work actually contributed to my mom's household.
yeah.
You know
I
what
had
I mean?
that too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So,
had
like,
that too.
Like how my
So-
son,
I worked because I wanted some Guess jeans, and
That's my son.
And my daddy still bought them for me.
he in that
So I ended
position.
up with 2 pairs.
He in a position where all his money he could use at his
At his
That's how my
disposal.
son
he
is.
has no bill.
Yeah,
Right,
my
right.
son's
You know.
straight got savings, checking. He got a CD now. Like,
Right.
all his money is his. He doesn't have to.
I'm
contribute.
at
No,
like
your parents take
15.
care of you.
I'm at 15. I'm paying the car insurance because I'm driving the
Yeah.
motherfucker too.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, hey, mom, we gotta pay the car insurance. He go,
So,
Right.
as,
You know what I'm saying?
As a father, now you see how it is with your kids. You move different because you're like, it was different for me.
Absolutely.
This is what happens when you have
Absolutely.
2 parents, whether same household or not.
Right.
2 parents that can help you make certain decisions.
Absolutely.
Makes
Right.
sense.
And
Never thought about it like that. Before.
right. And currently in one, it does make a difference. Right. And being now in a position where I can change it for my kids, there are different stipulations and things. Like for instance, I've been divorced before. Right.
what?
My ex-wife, we had 3 children together.
Get the fuck out of
When
here.
I left there, it took me like days of like meditation, fasting, talking to myself to make the decision to leave because I didn't want to be that dad.
Because of your children.
because of the
my
children.
childhood.
Yeah.
Good, right.
Childhood,
Because of
got
my
you.
childhood,
Okay, yeah.
I didn't want to be that dad.
Okay, because in your mind, leaving means that you are now becoming.
An absentee father.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. That was the same with my divorce. You know, I was like, I don't really want to do this, but I need to.
Right.
For myself
Well,
and
first
for my
of all-
and for everybody.
And for them, because
For everybody.
growing up in a toxic environment is full of shit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Who
Yes.
the fuck want to grow
That
up in a
is true.
toxic
Whether you
environment?
got mom,
Right.
I mean, because I do have a couple friends that had both parents.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, daddy was on the block. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
right.
it pretty much was a man that lived there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They didn't have that sense of community and being
Right.
together and all that type of thing. So I could see, if he moves on or whatever, how it would impact the child. But then I also can see if he's there, how it can impact the child. Because
Right.
he really
Right.
ain't there anyway.
Copy.
Right.
So you probably be a better parent if you remove yourself from the situation because now you can
Well,
focus on
but then
the
you
kid.
make let me tell you, being around a motherfucker you don't like and living with them is a tough way to live.
But how you think your kids feel? You don't think they see that?
Right? They
Yeah.
do.
Children
Right?
know.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
Ain't no mom
They
and
do.
daddy don't fuck with one another.
They do.
But then also, so like in my case, right?
What?
Then it became an open avenue for my daughter, who really was the most impacted by it, my oldest daughter, because she saw mom's pain, and she's in the car as mom talking about dad on the phone.
Oh, so
Right.
so she's hearing and being in situations.
So
that
she's
she probably
intaking it,
should-
right?
That she should not have been in the first place.
Right. She's intaking it. She's intaking,
Yeah.
intaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that had changed our relationship forever.
Right.
Well, definitely up until now, 23 years old.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel
so
you.
that is something that really was like my damn. If I didn't, I would have a better relationship with her. And I was like, fuck that. She happy, I'm happy. We ain't gotta be happy together. You know?
That is true.
Hey, I still be a dad to her. So that,
Yeah.
When I was growing up, my mom would always tell me, "Love your dad as your father, not my husband." They're two different things.
fuck
You know what I'm saying?
yes.
So I
Yeah, I
had to
agree.
learn growing up.
Oh.
If my mom and daddy in the kitchen, they having a conversation or whatever comes back, that's between them.
Right.
Has nothing to do with me.
I wish I knew the time
Yeah.
on this. What time you got? I want
141.
that's gonna be a clip. All right. So there's no way to tell.
141.
Copy that. I know, but I got you there, brother. I just meant I didn't start exactly at 1. So I do the math later.
Yeah.
All right. So just remember 141. We all got that.
Okay.
So what? Any other double standards that people talking about? I think first of all that line was so fucking. Love your dad as your father, not my husband.
That's
is
right.
fucking
Two different things.
You need to write that shit in the book. That seriously, that shit is dope
It's
as
real
fuck.
talk though. You told me that.
You know.
when I was a kid, like you can't. If my parents in the kitchen or in the house and they having a disagreement, they never argued around me. But you can tell when they having a disagreement. It's not for me to chime in. It's not for me to take sides. It's not for me to worry about it. It has nothing to do with me. It's literally those two adults who are in this relationship having their conversation.
Right.
I have to love my parents for being my parents, not for being a married couple.
That is correct.
It's two different things.
Right. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
Oh, I'll let you finish that.
Yeah, I was just saying, that's all healthy. That's maturity on your mom's part to even
Yeah.
convey this message
Yeah,
to you.
because
Correct,
I don't know
correct.
what they was going through or what
Right.
was going
Right,
on, but
right.
she wanted to make sure, hey, I may do something that piss you off towards your dad or whatever. You can't be walking around mad at me because I done did something to your daddy.
Right.
That's my husband.
Right.
The beautiful part about that
My
is
husband.
the
Right.
beautiful
You
part.
about to fuck around. Both of y'all will get
Hello.
smacked.
That's my husband.
Right.
Yeah, but
Shit.
the beautiful part about that, what your mom said is that's something that you always remembered, and that's something that you're gonna pass down to your daughter, and that's something she's gonna pass down to her.
Yeah, I tell my
you
kids
know.
that all the time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If something fly across the room towards your daddy head,
That ain't none of your damn business.
ain't none of your business.
Okay. So Mina said this: leadership and anything STEM. She said women tend to be better at both, yet are discouraged from both.
Okay, read
And
that
she
again.
said it. Well, we're talking about double standards, and we asked the viewers, "You have any double standards?" And one of the comments was, "Leadership and anything STEM."
Okay, copy. STEM as in
Science, technology,
copy.
engineering,
Copy,
mathematics.
copy. Now we understand.
Yeah.
'Cause I didn't understand for a second.
I get it. I know
Some crack pipe shit. I was like,
you're a little
please
slow.
leave
I
that.
get it. I got
don't know.
you.
I don't see
You
that.
reading it. I'm listening to it.
It's
work,
okay.
I work in that field. That's my
Yeah.
field. My husband's in that field. I don't see that part. I see that sometimes women, because of their own insecurities, if they voice themselves or say something and someone questions them, then they automatically think, oh,
It's-
they're hating.
Yeah.
They have a problem with me
Yeah.
because I'm
Oh.
a woman. No, may I ask that question? I'm just asking a question. And if you
Right.
can stand on it, stand on it.
Yeah.
You good.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I've never had that experience.
So what I'll do is I'll piggyback on what she's saying and from an overall perspective.
Okay.
And so she's essentially saying women in leadership positions. She feels like women in leadership positions can do the job better than a lot of the men that already are. But it's a double standard of them even getting the opportunity to have those positions.
And see, and I think that in corporate America, black women tend to get promoted faster than black men.
That's right. 'Cause
I agree.
would deal with you
I agree.
over that brother. I mean, I've seen it.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I said, we sit on the house. We be hiring doing this. I tell people all the time, I need some eye candy. No offense. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of working with none but women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like real talk.
Right.
We ain't here. We ain't being catty, but we want to question each other over and over again.
Well,
that male voice be like, okay, well, this person said this person said that. We
Right.
get some. I mean, the way you all think is different than us.
Correct.
Absolutely.
We get emotional
General.
about
It
it,
is-
and we take
exactly.
it personal.
Personal.
And now we're not accomplishing anything.
And
you know
I'm-
what I'm saying?
I'm glad
that's
you
real
said that.
talk. I
Right.
see it all the time.
I'm glad you said that and not one of us because that's essentially what happens a lot of time with
Well, I
some
would
of
have
them.
said that shit because I thought it all the time.
I mean, you
I
taking
know.
it
But
personal.
yeah, but yeah.
It's not personal.
Go ahead.
It's really not personal.
I agree. I've seen it on several occasions where there's been comments or someone come with questions and it gets very tense and hot in the room, because the female is essentially taking on that personally,
Yeah.
and it gets from an emotional place,
and we ain't got time for that.
and we ain't got time for that.
No.
Well, it's just
We
another
saw it, and I hate to even use this guy as an example, but we saw it in the debate in the presidential debate with Trump and Clinton,
Yeah.
Hillary.
Right.
He had a couple of one-liners, boom, 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 and
Yeah.
she fucking bit the bait
Right.
instead of standing with her
Instead of
policy.
staying with-
Yeah,
Right.
Exactly.
That
Having
does
thick
that.
skin
And that came down to her
realize, man,
demise.
She trying to win a race.
Yeah.
You trying to be elected. Like,
Yeah.
get over yourself.
Right.
How you
Yeah.
gonna run a country and you and your feelings about him talking about you?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But
I'm talking about you.
But even the fact that her in running for president, it was held over her head that how you gonna lead a country when you can't even lead your house?
Right.
When
It
Bill
was.
R did not have sexual
Sexual
relations
yes.
Exactly.
with that woman.
But I knew that was
Right.
gonna come back to bite her
Right.
anyways,
Right.
But you stand on the fact that's between my husband and I. You
Right.
all took it and ran with it. You don't know what my
They took it
husband
to
and I-
Congress. Shit,
Yeah.
they ain't just run
They
with
Right.
wanted to impeach him.
Right.
But you don't know what my husband and I discussed. It ain't for me to stand on no platform and say nothing about it or whatever. I'm talking to my husband. That you stand on that, you're good. But you don't say that, now you looking like the woman that's over here in the corner can't control your household.
Absolutely.
We ain't talking about
But
none
that's
of
a double standard.
Right, exactly. We
That's a double standard.
ain't even gonna talk about the pool boy or the security guard that she, kicking it with.
The gardener.
or the gardener?
Man.
The gardener.
Jose.
That's
Let me
milk-
tell you, the
that's
gardeners.
That's the milkman, baby.
You ever tell you the gardeners?
Yeah.
Jose.
They getting it.
Because they be out there sweating. She was like, "Can I bring you something cold to drink?"
They be out there.
See, let me.
454.
See? Yeah.
When she bring you shit like this,
Oh,
I got
man.
you something to drink.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You know that motherfucker know English like a motherfucker. But he
What?
can run that shit. You be like, oh my God. He has an
Right.
accent.
Yeah, te amo.
Just, just like on a Schwarzenegger with his son, right?
Right. The maid.
The maid. Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Hey,
he took
she
it.
was sending all kind of money back to her
Yes.
family.
Yes.
She
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
saying
They,
no.
Oh, she
No.
was.
Hey, I'd have ran.
The kid was 72, well 32. But we found out.
I was saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
Everybody in a good facility. Everybody living good in Mexico.
Right.
I ain't mad. Or Colombia, whatever she was from. Either way it go.
Right.
Her family was secure. I ain't mad at on that one.
Okay, you got another one for us?
Man, yeah, we got a lot of.
Well, first of all, not before we get there. Today we are smoking the Purple People
There you go.
Eater.
Okay.
This motherfucker said Purple Peter Eater.
My bad. I was listening to Young Thug earlier.
He talks about eating Peters.
No.
How about pause?
First off, they let me know how old you are because you ain't even heard the new album
That's
yet.
the dude that wear the dresses, right?
I don't know.
Who you just said?
Young Thug.
She
He
wearing
might be a
dress?
Peter Eater.
That's a double standard.
Today we're, of course, our home base, which is Patio Social Cigar Lounge. It's located at 3150 Highland Parkway here in Smyrna, Georgia. Please come through, take care of Britt, take care of the fam. We got George, we got Keith, we got Ish,
In the cigar
we got
room.
Shannon,
Yeah.
we got, oh man, what's my girl name? Oh,
Jay.
Of
Oh,
course, Jay, but
I don't know her name.
baby girl.
Yeah, baby girl. You know she cause she got that little, she got that gray hair. It's always
Really?
little short.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's good enough.
okay.
Come through, check them out. They give you, it's a great experience. Live music on Tuesdays, DJs most days of the week. Come early and or reserve your table.
Yeah, and today is Sunday, so Sunday they got a day party going on. If I'm not mistaken, they got DJ Popo. He's a pretty
Oh,
dope
I like
DJ.
him.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah,
there.
pretty good, yeah.
Oh, dude.
So the last time we were here, we decided to come here on a humbug.
Oh my God.
We came in and it was these 5 women. The first one was like, okay, she got a little fatty on her.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, she might be a little cute, you know.
It started declining rapidly.
Oh.
The next
hate
one,
shit.
the next one was a big girl who looked like she couldn't see that well.
Oh my God.
The next one
And she
was
talk-
this light-skinned chick that was tall with
Hey.
glasses like this.
And they was like sideways.
Yes.
Wait a minute. They was
Yeah.
what?
They was sideways.
Yes.
And
Then,
like she look at her phone like
right.
this.
Then there was one other big girl who kind of had like like she was a little slow.
Out there.
She
Yeah.
was a little slow.
Challenged.
And last but not least, a chick came in like she been ran over like a speed bump. She came in
Literally.
bad boy like this.
Literally.
The whole crew was hands down The Ringer. If you've never seen The Ringer movie, go check it out. The Ringer with Johnny Knoxville. But anyway,
I think they just got back from the Special Olympics.
that's exactly where it looked like. If not, they were definitely on a committee panel.
They were like, look, we done had a long day. We about to go get some drinks.
Yes.
And that's exactly what they did.
And then
They ain't had a medals on?
Oh, it was terrible.
Oh.
Look, the baby girl was reading the menu like this. So let me get the 10-piece lemon pepper, extra crispy.
Look,
Let me,
and so he's sitting here. They're behind me.
I can watch it. I'm like, this is killing me. I'm like,
Listen,
look.
I'm dying laughing, but I'm looking this way so they don't know that I'm laughing. It's hilarious. It's
So to
hilarious.
let you know, the patio accepts all. No matter your state, no matter who you
No
are.
discrimination.
They
Come
had
in for have a good time.
and that night they had a VIP section just for the special people.
Wow, now that's nice.
What?
I don't know if it meant to be VIP, but
Hey.
definitely 2 available couches.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you that special line stopped right here. When we were sitting here. That special line stopped right there.
That
Then,
makes
then it started feeling like it was trickling around the room.
Yeah, it did. It felt like if
I'm
they
leaving.
touched you,
I'm
you
leaving.
felt like you got it.
Like
There was a
you
girl
got it.
sitting over here. She was doing some shit right here with some eye shit. We was like, "The fuck is wrong with this bitch?"
So back on topic.
Yeah.
So what's going on in the sport world, man? The NBA Summer League is
Hey.
kicking off.
Hey,
Gotta
oh,
get
I
off
can't
of
say it. I can't say
Get
it.
off of it. The NBA Summer League is kicking off. What's going on with that, man?
Oh man, hey, the summer league going on right now. If you don't know, summer league is where you get all your rookies as well as people
NBA Summer League.
NBA Summer League, where you get all your rookies as well as some people who might be on the bubble or some people who just need development. get out here and ball. So they got the in play going on right now in Vegas.
For what, the first year?
Yeah,
The Rickies.
the rookies.
You did say Ricky's.
I did.
Oh, yeah.
Man, it must.
Just like you said, Peter.
You definitely said Peter Eater.
Shout out to the West Side, man. What's going on? We in the building.
You ain't gonna attack me.
You gonna attack me?
You gonna keep jumping me.
You gonna just go take on the whole West Side like that, my nigga?
Oh man, what else is going? There's so much going on.
Oh yeah, and then you got you also have free agency era in the NFL.
All right.
I don't know what your team looking like, but
It's okay.
our team looking good right
That's
now.
okay. Sha'Carri did her thing. She broke a world record. Sha'Carri Richardson.
Yes.
And she also
she
made
snatched the
news.
wig off.
Yeah,
Did y'all see that?
I didn't see it, but I read it.
She
read it.
snatched her wig off
Before
and took
going.
off.
Yes.
She was like, "This bad boy gonna hold me back.
Yeah.
I don't need it.
Yeah.
I don't need
It's
it."
messing with my aerodynamicness.
That's right. I
Right.
told my stylist this morning, but she didn't want to hear me. So
But she
I-
fixed it.
yeah.
Right.
She fixed it, pulled the ponytail around like I'm good. That was terrible. I really like this cigar. It's kind of got like a grimace face on it. I don't know if y'all
Yeah,
can see
yeah.
that, but it's kind of got like a grimace face
Like
on
Grimace
it.
on McDonald's?
Yeah. What you
Yeah,
think?
Grimace, yeah.
And as you can tell by the wrapper, it is a full body cigar. However, it is not too bold.
Right. So not you can't tell by the wrapper. Hate to correct you, practical smoker.
That's okay.
But it's definitely a Maduro, which tends to be stronger.
Right.
But generally, it doesn't mean there are light triple hair rolls that'll set you back
Put
30
you on,
years.
put you on your ass.
Absolutely. So it's not on. So sometimes that's one of the biggest misconceptions about cigars is that because it's dark and strong.
Correct.
That's a misconception.
I agree.
Misconception.
I did that intentionally because I wanted you to say that.
We just gonna say, okay, Ricky.
All right.
That's how you educate the people.
Yeah, I'm
Like
trying to help
boys in
everybody
the hood.
out.
Oh, the Ricky.
I'm just saying what the
I'm paying-
people say.
I'm paying attention. So.
Yeah. You know, and shout out to Ree
I think
because
sometimes he want to swing on.
It's Dr. Ree. boo.
it's okay. We're going to get to it one day.
it's
Brothers
Dr.
always fight, right? We're
Excuse
going to
me.
get to it one day.
It's Dr. Ree. That's what we
Dr.
say.
Yeah.
Dr. Reed.
And shout out to Dr.
I almost
Reed.
said Dr. Ricky because he got me Ricky in. see it.
Hey, shout out to Dr. Ree.
That's right. Okay.
Because Dr. Ree has joined the Practical Smokers Club.
Right,
And she
appreciate
started
that.
smoking cigars. She's starting to enjoy them and see
right.
why we do what we do.
Right.
You know. So tell us why. What made you say, "Hey, look, fuck it, I'm gonna try"? And after you tried it, you was like, "Oh, I like this. I want to keep doing it
Oh, but that Kool-Aid got her.
all day."
I ain't gonna say that's what it was.
Shout out to the Kool-Aid and whoever makes the Kool-Aid.
Yes. But no, but at the end of the day, I smoke Black and Miles. I got tired of people talking shit.
Right.
I said, you know what? They talking shit for a reason, right?
Yeah.
I can't smoke it in most places,
Right.
right?
You like dudes that you like black men with money who drink regular Jack Daniels.
You see what I'm saying?
Nobody respects
It's
that.
it.
Or Hennessy.
So I'm trying to
Or
come
Long
to the,
Island.
Long Island.
Can I get a regular Long Island?
They say regular, so that means that ain't even top shelf,
Let me
right?
get a house. House Long Island.
So I smoke Black and Miles. I drink
Okay.
Absolute, right?
Okay.
So
Jesus, it get worse.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And
You
motherfuckers-
these niggas I'm talking about right
Right.
motherfuckers
Dr.
talking
Reed.
shit. But I'm like, at the end of the day, I like
That's
what
what
I
you
like,
enjoy,
right?
yeah.
That's what I enjoy. I said, but you know what? I'm gonna be open minded because
Right.
they're telling me this. They talking shit,
Uh-huh.
but
Yeah.
there's other shit. Now, when it comes to the alcohol, I've tasted all. I've been there. You know, I fluctuate, but I like what I like when it comes to that. That I'm not changing.
Absolute is your
Right.
vodka of choice.
It is my fucking vodka.
How many vodkas do you think that you have indulged in?
Shit.
Like, name me a few.
Shit. When I went to Europe, I taste all type of fucking
Okay.
shit, and Absolute was their top shelf.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's
I-
American.
I did 3 weeks.
'Cause
in
it's American.
Yep, I did 3 weeks in fucking Europe, and Absolute was their top shelf.
Right, that's
They didn't
because
fuck
of
with the other shit. I mean, but when you go to their little tastings or whatever, vodka tastes like fucking
Right.
it's different, right?
Right.
Come back home, I'm like, okay, bet.
In Russia, they may kill all y'all.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, but
Well,
you know,
what about-
it doesn't give me a hangover. I just fucking like Absolute.
What about Grey Goose or Belvedere?
No, Grey Goose drives me out.
Stoli.
Stoli, I get a fucking headache.
What about Keto Onay?
And Tito's is the worst shit I ever fucking heard of before in my life.
What about Keto
No,
Onay?
that either. You fuck your Amsterdam. I ain't that cheap. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah, right,
Certain
right.
Taka, all that. I've tasted it fucking all. I like Absolute.
So your Absolute bottle says Absolute on it. Is no special labeling or anything. The one that you like.
No Costco joint?
No.
Because Kirkland be having some bomb shit,
No,
too.
fuck that.
Yeah.
I like Absolute.
You like
Absolute.
fucking-
But are there levels for Absolute or is it just boom
I
Absolute?
mean, they got
flavors.
flavors and shit like
Oh,
that, but
okay,
I don't
alright.
do that shit.
All
Right.
right. Yeah.
I just
You
like
do
regular
regular Absolute.
Just regular.
But if a
fucking
motherfucker
Absolute.
brought you some flavors, you going, oh, I take it.
Shit, my anniversary anniversary party. I got motherfuckers bought me a box of all these different flavors. I just started taking them to people's houses. They were like, I don't drink Absolute.
So in other words, you're not drinking it.
I drink Absolute.
And these are people you invited to your anniversary party, and they don't even know you.
Oh, they know, but they know now.
But they know
I drink Absolute.
They know I drink Absolute.
She re-gifted.
That's what she said she did.
Yeah, so I
Took
mean,
it right back to the house she got it from.
I mean, they still paying homage. You know, they know what I drink, so they like, oh, they give me different stuff or whatever. It's all good.
Cole, did I give you this?
No.
It said Cole on it.
Yeah.
No.
You know what? That's
It's
not
all
to
good.
you, bro. I put
Like,
my
girl,
name so you know it's from.
girl, let's pull it up. You got to drink with me.
Right.
So we put together some shit. But yeah, I mean, I like what I like when it comes to that.
So
You know?
what can we do, right, as a collective to give people advice on these double standards, how they feel about them, and things like that? You know, do we just, one thing that I would say is mind your own fucking business.
That's true.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
what if somebody brings it to you?
Well, then
You can't just say mind your own fucking business.
Well, then in that case, now you're minding their business because
Yeah.
they're giving you authority to do so.
That's right.
Right? And people say, well, I ain't say that I gave her the option to just talk shit about me. Well, if you give her the information and that's her decision,
Right.
you can only control you.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's no other controllable besides yourself.
That's right.
I agree.
But also, like in your household, that's a way to kind of calm that shit down and get that shit straight. You know what I'm saying? Because people get a certain age, they done seen what they've seen, they're going to think a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you just got to check a person on stuff. But then you move in your household for your children and your family to understand that everybody's an individual. They're going to think how they want to think. But you need to allow people to be individuals. If they're not hurting anybody, what the fuck you worried about it for?
Right. Right.
Like
You know
even this
what I'm
old Kiki thing. Yes, I think the dude should never put his girl on blast like that on social media.
Because my thing
But-
is you get mad about some shit and you say some
But
shit.
she said,
for what reason?
but what she said was, I left home with this outfit. He even patted me on the ass on the way out the door.
Exactly.
And that's why I said they ain't never
You know,
had that fucking
so-
you can tell they ain't never really had that fucking conversation. Like, he's tripping. He's in his feelings.
Right.
But for whatever reason, he sat down with his girl and been like, I would appreciate if...
There are assumptions that have been made.
No, worse. If that motherfucker accepted it going out the door to an Usher concert,
Yes.
everything that comes with it,
Most shit
he
I got on my
needs to accept.
That's right.
Right.
Most shit that I
You know?
wear
Right.
outside of my household, somebody in my fucking house, between a kid, husband, and the fucking dog,
Right.
to have seen my ass when I walked out.
That's it.
Exactly.
And
That's
if you
it.
saw me walk out and you ain't say shit, what you get is what the fuck you
I mean, that-
right.
live with that shit.
All your gripes you gotta say at home.
Exactly. That's just like, guys, when they be like, hey, baby, I'm going to the strip club. They got sweats on. You already know what time it is.
Is that?
I just personally thought it was a uniform, so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
new to
what
me.
happened.
Well,
And all the dudes in line with me got
I don't
pants
give a
on.
fuck. I got one rule.
I thought that was a uniform.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
my thing is,
Be comfortable.
As long as Fifi don't get a cut on the light bill, wear all the fucking sweatpants you want. I don't give a fuck.
Long as
Oh,
woo.
look at that.
Fifi. I call all strippers Fifi.
Okay,
Oh.
that's a terrible strip name. That's a cool
Yeah.
one.
Right. 'Cause I know somebody named. Never mind. I ain't gonna leave it
stripper
alone.
named Fifi. And I've
Call it
been
what
to-
you want. I'm glad y'all know the stripper name.
Well, Sparkle, Diamond.
Where the hell you know a
Okay.
Fifi from? I ain't never met a
It
Fifi.
sounded good when I said it
How
20
about
years ago.
How about
Okay.
it was at least that? But
Yeah.
we do know, we do know who Fifi is now. Okay.
Yeah. I ain't
Yeah.
changed that
but
bitch
as long-
name in 20
you-
years.
well, no matter what money you put on her pocket, as long as it ain't affecting my household, that's your thing.
I mean, because you want
Exactly.
to strip club, you may or may not
Right,
tip.
but don't
I don't
cake.
fucking know.
But don't cake.
fucking cake.
Yeah, don't be,
Yeah.
don't be. She should be
Don't
able to hit
bring
you
Fi-
up
don't
for
bring
$100
Fifi.
for her nails.
That's right.
Hell no.
Don't
You
bring
know.
Fifi home.
Right.
Right.
You and
They be
Fifi got
sponsoring.
y'all shit over there.
I know dudes
Handle
that
y'all
do sponsor.
business.
You walk
They
out,
sponsor.
baby. Who you change the brakes? Who car is this?
Right.
Oh man, this neighbor down the street had me change the brakes. Which one? You know the neighbor 2 doors down.
Are you fucking serious?
That's petty.
The fuck
That's
out
better.
here.
Right, because you should be able to change anybody brakes. They need their brakes
Just
changed.
because. Huh?
Just because.
Okay, y'all little educated ass motherfuckers changing brakes.
So
now.
how I feel
Fuck
about
outta
this
here.
particular cigar? The purple people eat it. Is that it's rich in its notes, right? So for me, I get coffee, I get chocolate. It's got to be Nicaraguan because it tastes Nicaraguan. I ain't even asked first.
Okay.
But this shit just it gives. So one thing about cigars,
I
right?
taste the chocolate too.
The tobacco that grows from the land is enriched by the land.
Right.
So if it's a community that grows coffee, nuts, vanilla,
Right.
whatever they grow, the fucking shit is in the soil.
The soil is rich in that.
It's
Correct.
rich in that.
Correct.
So like when people always be like, well, I don't never taste nothing when I smoke cigars unless it's a flavored cigar. Yeah, because you're not looking.
Right.
Wine tastes like alcohol if you're not looking for flavor profiles in it.
Exactly, because that's.
I always get joke
what
when I
it is,
say flavor profiles, but that's exactly what the fuck
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah.
They're fucking flavor profiles.
They are.
Right? You know, so cigars are the same way. You know, we keep talking about it, putting together like a tasting, where like we have different things you could taste, and maybe 2 or 3 different cigars that you just taste them, right? What do you taste this in it? Smell it, get the aroma down, you know, and that'll give a new appreciation for people who don't really smoke or even people who barely smoke.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
when I ask questions, I want somebody to truly answer my
You
question.
want your fucking questions
Yeah, I
answered.
want my question. That don't tell me, oh, it is no. That I didn't understand
Right.
that.
Well, you came to
what
the
does that
right
mean?
place.
Right. So we're putting together a tasting. We're trying to figure out where and when.
And how?
You know, we'll figure it all out. Those
Yeah,
gonna come
yeah, yeah.
together.
So women are invited.
Oh,
Y'all doing
it's-
that double
women-
standard shit, huh?
No,
it's-
women is really the clientele.
Yeah, it's
you
definitely
need us to come.
clientele.
But
Yeah.
you're the clientele.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We're catering to y'all. So,
Thank you.
so none of the cigars gonna be too bold. We're gonna have like maybe a sommelier with some wine, so you compare the wines.
What you
with
mean
it.
not too bold? They can't handle that.
Well, it's just
The
that
hell
when,
does that mean?
when you're brand new, bold is nicotine. That's all it is.
And we don't want to scare you away.
I don't want to motherfucking make you like, whoa, shit, because
Yeah.
you done smoked, you had too much nicotine in your life.
Correct.
You know, so it's just bold from that. All novices, men and or women, don't need to start with bold cigars. I did. It was the dumbest thing I did. But I was also looking
Did,
for a
did
high.
it deter you for a minute, or you went straight head on?
I
once
went
you
I went straight into dark. I went straight into what they call full body. And then after I did that, one dude, he said, why are you doing that to yourself?
Right.
I said, because it makes me high. He said, no, it makes you dizzy.
Yeah, okay.
You're
That's
dizzy.
the difference.
You're dizzy. So
Yeah.
try this one. And then I started going to mediums. And medium is just where I love. Boom. It's left this morning.
It's just right.
Oh, medium is me.
And it's crazy you say that because when me and you started kicking it, I was full body.
Right.
I was on the all the way on the end of the
So
full body
So you
scale.
were ignorant too.
Right.
I started the same way he started. Matter of fact, how I started, man, I was dating this chick. She was like 5 years older than me. She actually was a doctor.
Okay.
And so, you know, her daddy
Shout out
smoked
to the
cigars. So I,
No matter what type.
right.
That's right.
Her daddy smoked cigars. So, you know, I'm trying to impress him. I go buy a cigar. I'm like, yeah, give me one too. I'm on the way to the barbershop. It's a Ligero. It was strong.
Yeah, that bad boy set you back.
I'm on the way to the barbershop. I'm like, fuck, I'm
Sound
smoking
like-
a cigar.
That sounds like some shit nobody should
It's a
smoke.
type- it's a type of leaf.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm on the way to the barbershop and I'm smoking this cigar and I'm on 166 driving down going to Greenbrier. And I'm like, why the fuck am I feeling like this?
So the girl and her dad lived near Greenbrier?
That was where my barbershop was at.
Okay.
He was on the way to the barbershop.
Oh,
He
that's
done
right.
left
Thank
her.
you. Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, he trying to be cool
Thank
with
you,
daddy.
Dr.
They
Reed.
got this goddamn bullshit ass cigar. Now he
Fucking
high.
was-
Now I'm high as a kite.
Going to the
No,
barbershop.
you're not high. You're dizzy.
Yeah, and my stomach is hurting.
You're nauseous.
I got a boo-boo.
Everything.
And I'm like about to get in the chair. I'm sweating. I need water. I'm like, man, I didn't know cigars could do this to you, man. I'm
That's why
fucked
you-
Wait a minute. So you gotta go to the bathroom.
Yes.
You fucking dehydrated.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, all of
All
that.
that shit.
Dizzy.
High.
And if you didn't
Dizzy.
eat, if you didn't eat,
And I ain't eat.
That shit, all
you
at
don't
the
eat-
same
oh.
fucking time.
And I went back and did it again.
That's why people shouldn't start both.
Right, correct.
And really, like a lot of friends I have in LA, they weed smokers, right?
Yeah.
So when I try to introduce them to cigars, they're looking for a weed high.
Okay.
It's not
that's,
there.
That's not what we're talking about.
It's tobacco.
Right.
It's not marijuana. It's
Right.
tobacco.
Right.
And you can smoke a pack of cigarettes at the same time. You ain't gonna be high.
Yeah.
You're
And-
gonna be dizzy.
And believe it or not, depending on, you know, what you're indulging in it that day, you know, alcohol or whatever, a cigar can actually balance you out.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
know?
Yeah. That's why I
Absolutely.
smoked blacks for a long time.
Yeah, I think we need a panel to figure out you something outside of absolute and black and mild.
I agree.
I think
I
that's gonna be
like-
our 2024 goal.
But I like absolute though.
I understand.
Yeah, we understand
But we gonna
that.
figure out what other liquors you like
I mean,
outside
I like,
of vodka.
okay, I like tequila.
Okay.
I had my tequila
That's good.
today.
Okay, then we'll start getting better tequilas or
Yeah.
different tequilas.
Yeah.
And tequilas some tequilas go good with the cigar.
Right.
Depending on the flavor
Right.
profile.
Okay.
Ah, that is
yeah,
correct.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
But
good.
also, like you have Mexican tobacco.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Other places do rum, like in the Caribbean, however y'all want to say
Yeah.
it. They do it with like coffees as well as rum.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dominican, like
So
Dominican
when I was
rum.
in the
all
Bahamas,
that.
you know, they had a little shops where they rolled cigars or whatever. They
Yeah.
just had all type of liquor. They wasn't
Right.
like no special type
Right.
of.
Correct.
You know, so but I was asking questions about like the leaves and all of that. And they said, "Oh, we rolled." I was like, "Oh, okay." So it wasn't helpful.
Right.
So then the wall came back up like, okay.
You was also in the Bahamas. They might didn't understand what you were
Right.
saying.
They probably was.
All that English that they speaking?
Coming from Saginaw.
They cigar probably had a little twist on the
Yeah,
end like
I am
this, like a
flagging
joint.
out.
Right.
No, real talk. Real talk. I mean, they just sitting there with a little machine and all this
They
to make
roll,
us
roll,
rolling.
roll.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
want to,
Yeah.
if you don't want to smoke
You
that
just
cigar,
like, what just happened? I got questions and nobody can answer.
right? So one thing that we as a collective here at Practical Smokers, we want to start educating people.
Yes.
On cigars.
Yes.
And yes, we're biased, where we really want it to be a majority women, right? I think women, the lack of women in cigar bars keeps people even more single, right?
Yeah.
Because you're shopping at your level.
Yeah, you right.
You know what I mean?
I go to cigar
Hey,
bar, like ain't nothing but men,
And you-
right?
and it's
they
quiet
say,
enough
oh,
to talk.
Yep. And they say, "Oh, well, you should be excited." I am, but if I ain't smoking a cigar,
Right.
right? I'm
Right.
just in here with a whole bunch of dudes.
Right,
That just seem
right.
like,
Uncomfortable.
and they're boring as hell.
And then you
But-
pull out a Black and Mild, they're
and
like,
they're like, really?
who the fuck is this?
Right.
Who man's is
They
this?
be like,
Whoa.
she cute though. She cute though.
She got the flavor I like
She
too.
cute as fuck, but how
I-
you goddamn Black and Mild?
But I also feel like a woman can sell anything in the cigar bar.
That's true.
Right. And
Everyone wants to talk to her.
correct. And
Want to know what she
the-
knows,
the-
all that type of shit.
you know, that's one beautiful
But
thing
it's
about
wrong
the
in sexy, though.
patio.
Like the vibe is
Right.
The vibe in those places is good. Like
Yeah.
you're just chilling, like you said, you just chilling, have a conversation. It's good. But yeah, you do need a couple more women in there.
That
Yeah.
and
It's
that's
hard, you know.
why I like the patio. I mean, they have a lot of good eye candy out
They
here.
definitely have women here.
It's the place is sexy, but that helps the sexiness, you
My
know.
first-
And it's
cigar.
at 3150 Highlands Parkway in
Yeah.
Smyrna, Georgia.
Yeah.
My first cigar, dude, here on a Tuesday, gave me. He said, "You can't just sit here and not smoke a cigar." I
I
said,
love
"I don't
it.
smoke 'em." He said, "What you smoke?" I said, "Blacks." He turned around. He said, "Okay, I'm gonna cut it. We
I'm
gonna
gonna
light
light
it,
it,
and
I'm
your
gonna
ass
walk you
gonna
through it.
and your
Yeah.
ass gonna smoke it."
At least
Yeah.
some of it.
I said, "I appreciate it."
Right, 'cause I'm about to cut yours in a second.
Did did your mans get offended by that?
Right, you gonna have that. I'm like him.
Right.
But no, it was. I mean,
But
I've been doing it ever since. Been about a month now, so.
man. So back to the ending of the double standard, right? I think there are so many talks and things like that we can have as it pertains to the double standards that we and I hate to admit it, it's our community the most.
Yeah.
Oh, our community is just a
Well,
community of
culturally,
haters.
we've been split for so
Yeah,
long.
but
on
that still
different
makes us
things.
haters.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'll come to you. Don't inhale, blow out. Fuck around and inhale that one. You're gonna be choking the rest of the show.
Man, did you just see what he just did? He just said he'll come to her. So, you know, this is just a tip, etiquette standpoint. When you're lighting a cigar, first off, you know, if you man in the room, you should always pull your lighter out for a woman, you know. And when you help her,
Because it ain't that many. It should be 20 lighters.
right? You should keep
Why? It should be first to draw.
you should keep 2 in your pocket,
Right.
just in case one go out.
Right.
You know.
Shit. Okay.
So you know, you say exactly what Cole said. I'll come to you. That way, they not moving back and forth. You not take their eyebrow. You not take their weave off they just paid for. You know,
Fool said they weave.
nobody want to fuck up the yak. You know what I'm saying? So
Right, but absolutely. I think that like it's so many general etiquette, but it also makes you stand out in the room. You know, if you're a man who wants to stand out or be acknowledged by a woman who come in something like that, the least you can do is gentlemanly shit because it's the gentleman's environment.
yeah,
Right, and there's
You know.
nothing wrong with that.
that's an easy
And at
icebreaker.
the end of the day, they say women independent, all that double standard. But if you a chivalrous dude,
Right.
you'd be amazed at how a woman would truly accept that.
Yeah, but then you-
because you're not being chivalrous on no bull. Like really, you know.
But here go a double standard to that.
Oh.
And in some women's defense, some motherfuckers think they motherfucking light your cigar, they got your ear the rest of the night.
Facts. Yeah.
Nah,
that's
they-
true.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So with
It's
that
all
being
about saying
said,
what you drinking. I ain't
Right.
drinking shit.
so with that being said, you know, I do understand hesitance, but it's a way to go over and be. It's a classy environment. I don't
Right.
care if it's a living room. Cigars is a classy. It's a classy hobby.
I
guess.
agree. I agree.
You know, sometimes addiction, but definitely hobby.
I agree.
But you know, I think we've done a very good job at discussing all of that. You know, I am so glad you came and kicked it with us, Dr. Reed. This was a good time. So for those who don't know, Reed is one of our spots. There's nothing sexier than a woman that smokes cigars and rides a motorcycle. Of course. As crazy as that is, though, you kind of like a lot of manly stuff. Now, I'm just playing with you. Whoever you are, I'm just talking shit.
That's
I like my women manly.
that's
What?
Hey Stephanie, how you doing? How you doing, baby?
Still a girl.
That was
As long
Stephanie.
as she's still a woman. Oh, I'm just messing with you, Steph.
It's
Absolutely.
okay, I got it.
Absolutely.
Talking about myself?
Yeah.
Our Steph.
First of all,
My step?
My Steph. My Steph.
my Steph. So, and she's absolutely correct. Let me tell you though. So Stephanie is, if there's she's Silver Foxy.
Man,
That's what she is.
As fuck.
She's Silver Foxy, y'all.
As fuck.
So I've been
No
trying
doubt.
to entice her to do these little videos and pictures. Like she works at Harley Davidson. She rides motorcycles.
That's right.
She smokes cigars.
Yes.
I said you could do the
Tell me what
hardest,
mine.
softest
Yeah.
photo shoot ever.
Yes.
Right.
It'd be hard and soft in the
Yeah.
same sentence.
I mean, like she walk in the room like, "Hey, I'm here."
But that's
She
good.
cold as
Hey.
I call her OG.
Yeah.
OG
Hey, look,
cold as
she
fuck.
Fox.
That's
she
my
can
dog.
she can sell the whole calendar by herself.
Yeah.
Yes.
All the
And I
money.
told her, I said, listen,
I ain't mad
you
at
get
her.
the images, and then you kind of force Harley to pay you for them.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're great advertising.
Yes.
You know? What else? So anyway, Dr. Reed is one of our people at a spot we do frequent, $3 cafe here in Marietta. So we all like family. So this is always a good environment when you do have family come on the show, especially those who are opinionated as
That's
my good
what.
friend Dr. Reed.
That's what.
Yeah. And you know, I appreciate you coming on. I know we reached out to you. You were like, let's do it. I'm glad you had
Absolutely.
availability, and thank you. You know, we
Worked
really
out.
appreciate it. We really appreciate your input and your thoughts. You know.
Absolutely.
I fucks with y'all.
No
Yeah.
doubt. Do you want, so before we let you go, right, there is no way I'm going to bring you on here and not let you talk about the business that y'all have as a family,
Yeah.
that y'all showcase homes for.
Realtor. So I bought into a franchise. I own Show Homes of Cobb. It's a home staging business, an interior design firm. What we do is we come in and we set homes up for sale. So when a realtor or an investor wants to put a property on the market, we come in, we look at the home, decide what type of furniture and things we're going to put in the home. We stage it so that you can sell it. And we recently was voted #1 in staging for Cobb County.
Oh,
Congratulations.
That's a round of applause.
Yeah.
That's dope. So how can they find you on social media, whatever?
Our IG is at Show Homes Cobb, and our Facebook is the same. Our website is www.showhomes.com/Cobb. But hell, I'm Ree. You can find Ree, and you find Show Homes coming through me.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
how they find you directly?
Hey,
I didn't
$3.
want to, that's why I gave you show time. Exactly. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
At Ree
So yeah, at Reed.
underscore. Like just type that in. The rest of the shit goes. I got students and shit. I work for the damn state of Georgia.
That's why I tried to let your business go through, but you want to talk shit.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
What's up, man? What you got going on, man?
Oh man, you know, just got a lot going on. Man. I got a contract coming up. I'm so excited about it from construction company. So very excited about what we're about to do here. It's gonna start in a couple of days. So
Is it for homes or what type of construction we talking about?
no, this is commercial. Well,
Commercial.
yeah, infrastructure, I should say.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so I met a roofer last night up at $3. His name is Russell. So he's trying to launch his own black-owned roofing company. I think he's been doing roofing for 20 years. He's from
Damn.
Chicago.
Wow.
So
Somebody Herman Russell then?
no, he's
Nah, I'm
definitely
just playing.
his first name is Russell.
Oh,
But
okay.
I definitely make
They
sure
first name Russell too. It's Russell.
Shut up, fool. Russell. How can they find you, Jay?
You man, you can find me on Instagram at JDMoney100. You also find me on Twitter at JDNero.
It took me a while to realize that's actually your name,
I kept telling you that you was just such a hater.
Your name is what?
De Niro.
De Niro. That's my middle name. My name is J Money.
Are you fucking serious?
It's fucking serious.
I was like, that
Fucking serious.
nigga
Hey, I would
name is
introduce
money.
myself all the time. Got this call, nigga. Say that shit again. Say it again.
J Money.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
That's your
yeah.
fucking name.
That's
the
my
thing.
name.
Yeah, I wanted to point that out
That's
because
some Atlanta shit.
definitely Atlanta shit.
From Atlanta
Talking
shit.
about De Niro sound
Hey,
richer.
man. Son, your name is De Niro.
It sounds like money.
Spell it.
Right.
Well, I think that was my mama.
No,
I think that was my mama way of telling me that your daddy either this nigga here or your daddy is Spanish
Oh. One of the
Or
other.
mixture.
or mixture. So we gonna name it both.
Terrible.
I love you, Mom.
Good. Right. I'm real simplifying everything at Cole D. Parker.
My shit's simple too. Don't do me like that. You always do that to me. I'm real simple. My shit is easy.
I just say it in general. That's just, if I'm first, I'll say, my shit is real simple.
How about you start going first then?
Because I'm not supposed to. But your shit do sound difficult.
Whatever.
We need like a little sign with your shit.
You
on
keep
it.
saying that. When you make it, we'll
You can
get
find
it.
me at Re, R-E, _ Am I- yeah, okay. Because y'all over here. Go ahead.
All right, no, that's it. So, I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in to another. Hopefully, you enjoyed the episode of Practical Smokers with Dr. Ree and Jay Money. We plan to have quite a few more things for you to experience, for us to discuss. Thank you to my I Don't Give a Fuck family who position a lot of these double standards that we discussed today. And, overall, shout out again to Patio Social Club, 3150 Highlands Parkway in Smyrna, Georgia. Hopefully see you there soon. My $3 family, see you real soon. You know what I'm saying? Next to that, y'all.
Real talk.
It's you. It's contagious.
I ain't even touch it. This is not like how it works in the
punched me
movie.
twice.
But that ain't how it worked in the movie.
Thank y'all. We stay humble. I kind of fucked up again.
Yeah.
Stay humble. Stay
Lit.
smoking. And stay lit. We out.
We out.
Y'all funny as fuck.
That was a good time, man. It's always a good time.
Y'all funny.